Hey, Texas Patriots, it's Erica Hatfield, Convention of States, Texas. I am the director for the state, and I am back at you because I want to share with you how to become a volunteer voter registrar in Texas. And when you become a volunteer, it's actually a VDR, volunteer deputized registrar, and it's a thing in Texas. Okay, so you will need to study and take a test. It's an open book test, so it's very easy. And go into your election administrator's office with that printed out test. And I'm going to share with you how to find all the information that you need. So let me share some screen with you. All right. So what I want you to do is in your search engine, I want you to search these words: Texas, SOS for Secretary of State, volunteer, voter, registrar, exam. All those words. And then you will see that comes up. I want you to look at the volunteer deputy registrar examination. And the other one is the training for Texas volunteer deputy registrars, not the Texas Volunteer Deputy Registrar Guide. So you want the examination and you want the training. So let's take a look at the examination. This is a printable examination, or you can fill it out online, fill it out. And so, for example, I'm going to type in, and you just continue on. You put in your county name, and just so that you know, when you become a voter deputized or a volunteer deputized registrar, it is by county. So you become a deputy for your county. And if you want to become a deputized registrar for another county, then you have to go to the election administrator's office for that other county and get yourself registered. But once you take the test, you can take it into your election administrator's office and say that you want to become a deputized registrar, and they will review your test. If you get something wrong, it's no big deal. They talk you through it. They'll just, either they'll say you have to redo it, or they'll say, okay, this is why it's wrong, or your answer is wrong. And then they explain to you why. And then normally that's all you have to do. It's really no big deal. So the test is 3 pages. So it's really not hard at all. And then let's take a look at the training. So this is the book part of it where you can open it up and do open book test. And it's 47 pages, and it just goes through everything you need to be when you're out there getting new people to register to vote. So go through qualifications and length of appointment. And I can't teach this to you because you can only, what else? A lot of training is happening right now in the state of Texas, right now being the end of, or the last two quarters of the year, registering or getting people to become deputized registrars, because we have elections coming up in November. So right now we have September, and so there's a lot of training going on. So if you go to your local party and say you want to become a deputized registrar, they can help you out if you don't want to do this at home. But they will find, if you become a volunteer deputy registrar, the parties will want to have you help them register people to vote. So, but you don't have to hook yourself up with any party. I'm just saying that you become gold, basically. Well, you are gold anyway, so might as well become even more valuable. But anyways, yeah, you're not only going to become gold to the party, but you're going to be gold to anybody who wants to run for any elected office. And so you are, when you become a deputized registrar, you are the one collecting voter registrations. That means you have a big influence. So even if you're not a precinct chair, that's what basically a precinct chair does, but you don't have to be a precinct chair to be a deputy registrar. And you can just go to your HOA and offer your services to register people to vote. You can go to the fairs, you can go to farmers markets, you can go to, if you live in an apartment complex, there's meetings there, VFW meetings, anywhere where a bunch of people are gathered, concerts, but like stay in your county. And once you become, okay, so you print out your test, you take it to your election administrator's office. You can search for your election administrator's office online if you don't know where it is. So you type into your search engine, election administrator's office, Rockwall County, or election administrator's office, Travis County, or election administrator's office, Nueces County. So you get the idea. So then you drive your examination that you printed out, you filled out, you printed it out, you take it to your election administrator's office. They go through that examination with you, make sure that you understand everything that you need to be and do. And yeah, so once you get deputized, this is key, then you you submit an open records request. So you say, hey, now that I'm a VDR, I want to submit an open records request for all registered voters in the county or in your precinct or whatever they will give you. And so they might give you a form to fill out, and you just say, all fields, you want all fields for a list of registered voters. So why do you want that? Because it's going to tell you who's registered on your street, for example. So you'll receive an Excel file back. It'll list everybody that's registered, and you can filter then by your street. And then you can see who's registered to vote. And when you see who's registered to vote, you can tell then who's not registered to vote. So let's say I live on, 101 Main Street, and I know I'm registered. 102 Main Street is not on the list. Oh, well, maybe they're not registered. So you knock on their door and you say, hey, I'm just became a new deputized registrar, and I was just wanting to know, is there anybody in your household that needs to register to vote? Yeah, so that's a really nice list to have. And so anyways, again, you become gold in the party's eyes, as well as in the eyes of anyone who wants to become an elected official. Socialize that you become, or that you became, a deputized registrar, and let everybody know about it, and get your friends to do it, and let's beat the other side together. Thank you.